Today, the challenges faced by the companies and their boards have never been more complex. It's not only about economic fluctuations or market conditions anymore. The climate crisis, geopolitical uncertainty, supply chain disruptions, the loss of biodiversity, the energy transition, rapid technological change, and shifting societal expectations are all rewriting the rules of the business. So in this new world, what role should boards play? Can they move beyond simply managing financial decisions and monitoring risks to become the organs that actually build the future? First, let me talk about the impact and regenerative strategies. Half of the global economy is directly dependent on nature. This is true across all industries, from agriculture to manufacturing, from supply chains to financial services. The biggest hidden risk on corporate balance sheet today is precisely the dependence on nature. Climate disasters, water scarcity, the loss of biodiversity, these are no longer just environmental issues. They are financial risks staring us in the face. For decades, boards have prioritized profit maximization. But today we know profit alone is no longer enough. Companies that ignore the nature, ecosystems, and the social impact will lose their competitive advantage in the long run. That's why boards must place nature-positive approaches, circular economy principles, and regenerative business models at the center of their agendas. Because the health of business and the health of planet can no longer be separated. Managing risks and creating new opportunities both start right here. Second, let's turn to the new playbook for boards in the era of the energy transition. The energy sector, worth $12 trillion, is undergoing a massive restructuring, and this shift affects not only the energy companies, but every sector. Manufacturing, logistics, technology, retail, rising energy costs, stricter carbon regulations, and disruptive new technologies. All of these mean that boards must read these changes correctly. Energy strategy is no longer a mere operational detail. It's the factor that determines a company's competitiveness, its attractiveness to the investors, and its long-term value. So, here's the critical question. Will board members see this transition as a threat, or will they choose to turn it into one of the greatest opportunities of our time? Third, let's look at the board's own journey of transformation. To navigate these new realities, boards require a different set of competencies. Not just financial literacy, but the ability to understand climate risks, to keep up with the technological trends like AI, to measure impact, and to integrate regenerative thinking into strategy. This is what new generation leadership looks like, not merely controlling, but guiding, inspiring, and serving as a long-term compass for the organization. My message is clear. Boards can no longer remain as supervisory bodies. They must evolve into institutions that shape the future. Without a long-term perspective, a stakeholder mindset, and strategies grounded in circular economy and regeneration, this simply isn't possible. And my call to action is this. If you want your boards to truly create lasting value, don't postpone this transformation. Place impact, nature, and energy at the heart of your new strategic priorities. Because the winning companies of the future will not be those who only manage today, but those who are bold enough to build the tomorrow.